for the next episode and don't do that. A Wicked Wednesday.
Wicked
Wednesday! So, just 1 second. Smoke in my eyes, smoke in my eyes.
Oh, smoke of the ep.
Smoke of the ep with smoke in my eyes. Sour green apple. And we have our wax brush, which is the watermelon Wentz. Gelato!
And last Easter egg. Yeah. All right. So
Okay,
we got we get a little too hyped.
Yes.
Way back.
With my red and black lumberjack.
With the hat to match. So what's the topics today?
Oh, okay. We're gonna get off track here.
Yeah, that track will take you off track.
Yeah, it really will. The beat is just.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Grizzle.
Yes. Okay. So, this is what I got to say. Well, this is what the article states of what the article is. They're all animals. I'm tired of dealing with them. Former Pennsylvania assistant fire chief charged after admitting to disturbing racist attack on black woman. So, that's one of them. And then we have two men are sentenced in Pennsylvania federal court for trafficking human fetus remains. Look, I just find the stuff.
What the fuck?
I only find it.
Human fetus remains?
Yes, I only find this shit. That's all I do. I do nothing else.
What's really going on?
Find it and bring it here. Because for fuck's sakes. Just say it.
I don't get it.
Just say it. Just say it. Would you like to go first?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, come on, man. Jeez. What is really going on?
I don't know.
They is clowning right now.
Like I said, I find the stuff on little stuff.
Bro. Okay, so Basketball Wives British Williams is shut down in an appeal of a 4-year prison sentence for alleged fraud.
Oh, well, damn.
The judge was quoted as saying, "You knew what you were doing, and you did it anyway." This is for wire fraud, tax fraud, bank fraud. And she was ordered to pay back over $500,000. I think it was $567,000.
That's all that fraud, and all you got was how much time?
Ain't nobody got time for that!
How much time did she get? Did you get how much time?
It says, 4-year prison sentence.
That's all she got?
4 years.
That's all you got? And you're complaining? Baby.
Well, she was on Basketball Wives.
If it was
so
an average, regular, schmegular person, you should thank your blessed soul because you do have money. And they felt sympathy on you because they know you wouldn't have lasted longer than that in prison.
Because true story in another life, I was up for some charges, something close to that, and they was saying up to 14 years.
Right.
So
and it was only one day.
Mine was only a couple of minor excursions where they saying you had bank, tax,
right.
wire fraud.
That was like.
Yeah, and they was going to only give you
4 years. Like I said, be thankful for your lucky stars because basically your ex-husband, say it like that, probably got you out of trouble, babe.
Yeah.
Congratulations for marrying into money. That's all that is, boo-boo. Enjoy your time.
You got out like a fat rat.
Yep, this is the way.
For real.
Alright, so my main thing that I'll go ahead and do and start off with is this fire chief guy. Okay. Now, they're all animals, is what he says.
As soon as you started off with that, I was
Pressure is on a Pennsylvania community. Pressure is on a Pennsylvania community to sever all ties with a former assistant police chief and fencing contractor after he was charged for racist verbal attack. Now, here. State Senator Anthony Williams, who represents parts of Philadelphia and Delaware counties, joined the Delaware County Black Caucus and other community leaders at a press conference Thursday demanding the cancellation of any government contracts with J&P Fencing, which 46-year-old John P. Romano once owned and may still. Alright, now Romano in Delaware County faces criminal charges including ethnic intimidation, terroristic threats, harassment, disorderly conduct, and obstructing highways. Now according to the criminal complaint, on that day of November, he was loading trees onto his forklift while blocking traffic on a local road, which you're not allowed to do that. The woman caught in traffic, just like anybody else, would be irritated because, bro, you're in the way. So Romano, who is white, allegedly responds to the FRU beeping at, "Shut up, bitch." The woman said she then tried to just drive her car around the forklift, which, why not? I have things to do. But then, according to the investigators, Romano had jumped out of the forklift to confront the woman at ground level, calling her a monkey, while saying he would find out where she lived and where she was from. Romano continued with the verbal assault, telling the woman, "You know what, N-word? Go get a effing banana. I am not dealing with you today." Plain and simple. The woman said Romano took a picture of her license plate and claimed he had the power to have her vehicle towed. Romano threatened to become physical, according to the complaint, repeatedly calling her a porch monkey, and he scoffed at the suggestion she may contact law enforcement.
Whoa.
The woman claimed, telling her he was protected.
Bruh.
The woman did call the police. Romano, recorded on body camera video, admitted to calling her the N-word, and then told one of the officers, "I'll tell you what I said, I'll say it again. It's my belief they're all animals. I'm tired of dealing with them." When the officer told Romano about the possible repercussions that he could face, Romano allegedly replied, "So I can't call an N-word an N-word?" Romano police claimed the woman had threatened to kill him. He then tried to retract his previous statement about calling her a racial slur, according to the investigators. "I didn't call her an N-word." Romano then told the officer, according to the criminal complaint, "I said, go get a banana, you monkey. That's what I said. So how's that racist? She's a wild animal." Darby Township Police Chief Mike Sausa said that the officers on scene were shocked as much as he was. "It was pretty cut and dry and that easy," Sausa said. Romano, a former Sharon Hill assistant fire chief, has been suspended by the fire company's board of trustees and has also severed ties with Sharon Hill Council President. Now, apparently, he sold off his company, which is the fencing company. He no longer owns it, but they did work with him just like a few months prior and had him doing some work. But you shouldn't have been having him do work if he's not working for you. Did you pay him? Was he on your tax document? But the fact that people think that it's really, like the fact that you think that you can just do and say things like that and think that there's not any repercussions out there for you. Just because Trump's in office doesn't mean that you can go around and say whatever the fuck you want and think you won't get your ass beat or lose your job.
Wow. How low can you go?
How low can you go? He went pretty low.
Bruh.
Porch monkey is this old ass slang.
That, wow. Just.
And saying that you're just tired of beating somebody as a fire chief. You are dealing with everybody. You are out here saving lives, like, basically. And to me, you're telling me that you would allow this woman's house to burn. Because you'd expect a wild animal to be able to seek shelter somewhere, right? Fucking ridiculous. You need to do some time.
This is getting to be
like I said,
every episode, man. Every episode, we're finding more and more outlandish, outrageous, just shameful, racist stuff going on, and it's just.
And the sad part is I don't really have to dig like that.
No, it's just there.
I mean, it's there.
It's just there.
So, hopefully, we'll also have some more good updates when it comes to that Mercy.
To what's going on with Robert Brooks, because that is.
Yeah, so if anybody has any information on that, or find something,
please hit the comments. Let us know if y'all know anything about any of those officers being brought up on charges.
And that trash nurse.
And that the nurse who's supposed to be
protecting that person.
Yeah. And so.
All right, go on to your.
So trying to go with
that's just the charger.
With the light instead of with the heavy, because wow.
Right.
Creature Commandos, DCU, shows Dr. Phosphorus. It's been going through basically every episode, has been giving us kind of like origin stories for the characters as they progress through the story. And as I said before, Creature Commandos is basically the cartoon version of what's going to be going on in the DCU, because James Gunn has said that everyone who voices the characters in the cartoons and animation will also be the actors who will portray them in live action.
Nice.
So in this episode, they show Dr. Phosphorus's origin story, and Dr. Phosphorus, was someone that was doing some work in Gotham, and Rupert Thorne got a hold to this cat, and I won't give you any details, but it was pretty gruesome what he did to Dr. Phosphorus before Dr. Phosphorus was Dr. Phosphorus. And his revenge was just. His revenge was just. If you guys have Max, make sure you tune in.
Yes.
And watch Creature Commandos, because this cartoon is not a normal cartoon.
No, make sure your kids probably
you don't want the kids watching Creature Commandos.
You definitely don't want kids watching that.
There's a lot of innuendo. There's an actual full-on sex scene in one of the episodes.
Yeah, well, it doesn't show the sex scene.
It doesn't show it, but you
get the rattle on the door and the whole standing by the door and listen. Yeah, you'll get
the hints with the cartoon characters. It's funny. It's funny. To me, it's hilarious.
Hilarious. So, now.
And let me finish, because I know she's gonna go into some more heavy.
I mean, it's weird, but weird and heavy at the same time.
More updates. I have been watching the series Evil on Paramount Plus, and it is still good. It's still good. It is an available binge. If you have Paramount Plus, you might want to check out Evil. It has Mike Coulter in it. Which you would probably know if you watch this channel. You might be up on Luke Cage from Netflix, the Netflix series. He played Luke Cage, and he's the star of this show as well. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. All right, back to the weird and heavy.
The weird and heavy.
Back to the weird and heavy.
So we have 2 men sentenced in Pennsylvania federal court for trafficking human fetus remains.
That's not the fast lane. That's the weird lane.
That's a really weird lane.
Pope Don King fast lane with Pope Don. Well, no, that's Sincere Sinatra fast lane with Pope Don King featuring Pope Don King. But yeah, the weird lane.
Don't be mad. It's okay. It's all right.
My goodness.
2 men were sentenced to federal prison. One for his role in the trafficking of stolen human remains, and the other for his role in stealing and selling human remains.
What you trying to do? Make a Frankenstein monster?
Matthew.
What you trying to do? Build a clubhouse?
Matthew Lemoy, 50 of Minnesota, was sentenced to 15 months in prison for the interstate transport of human remains, according to the United States Office of the Middle District of Pennsylvania. Lampy had previously entered a guilty plea to a felony indictment where he admitted that he both purchased and transported stolen human remains.
Wow.
Of the remains Lampy transported, he also admitted that he had purchased the remains of a corpse of a stillborn baby boy from a man named Jeremy Pauley, a resident of the Middle District of Pennsylvania. Now, Pauley had purchased the remains from a woman from Arkansas who had stolen them from her employer, a mortuary and crematorium. The woman, Candace Chapman Scott, had stolen parts of cadavers that she was supposed to have cremated, many of which had been donated to and used for research by a local medical school. Now, according to court documents, Scott had stolen the stillborn remains and sold as well as shipped them to Pauley. Now, Lampy and Pauley had bought and sold from each other over an extended period of time and exchanged over $100,000 in online payments. In addition to 15 months in prison, Lampy was ordered to pay a $2,000 fine and a $1,700 restitution to the stillborn's mother. Both Pauley and Chapman Scott are awaiting sentences after pleading guilty to their federal charges. Now, another man, Angelo whatever the fuck.
Just butcher the name.
Carriera,
okay.
39 of Kansas, was sentenced to 18 months in prison for interstate transport of stolen human remains and body parts. Now, he had previously pleaded guilty to criminal information, admitting that between 2018 and 2022, he had stolen human remains and body parts. Now, he had told the court that he had stolen the remains and parts from a Kansas hospital where he had been employed as a pathology assistant. He would then go on to sell the stolen remains. Now, Pierre was noted to steal the following organs or parts of organs: human hearts, brain, spleen, testicle, intestine, livers, and amputated feet and toes. While some stolen specimens came from deceased patients, the court noted that some came from living ones. Now, he was found to have stolen the corpse of miscarried and stillborn fetuses before they could be properly buried. Both cases were investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the United States Postal Inspection Service. Wow, you guys!
There's no way I'm following that. There's no way. I'm done. I'm not following that.
Dude, I feel like one of the best strippers in town right now with that one.
Nobody's
following up with that shit.
Let's just marinate on that for a minute.
The fact that people are stealing dead babies, basically. I would really like to know exactly what the use of all these body parts are for. What is the use of a dead baby fetus to be sold on the black market for?
Listen, people, we are dealing with some really dark, weird stuff.
I feel like we're literally like talking about.
I feel like I should call Sam Winchester.
Right.
and ask him and his brother Dean to come through.
Because oh, we have another episode for you or something here. Because
it's another season brewing.
People got a bunch of stuff going on. Dead bodies being...
Call Chuck.
Oh my God.
For real. Is Bobby there?
Bro, Chuck is God. Why?
That's what I said. Call Chuck. What the hell, man?
Like, bro, what are you writing?
Take the book out of his hand.
Like, Jesus, take his book. Literally.
Man.
So, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, get notified. And we'll see you on the next episode of Don't Do That on F Fridays, y'all. Pieces.